Yo, this is Hero. I'll be going through the romance of Althea and Chalassa in the game Seasons of the Wolf by Winterwolves. This will be the first 3 parts where you can up your relationship with her. So here goes. Penny for your thoughts, Chalassa? That was interesting, but I still don't see why someone like that would stand up for me. Then, what kind of person are you, Chalassa? Where do you come from? I don't think so, Althea. Oh? I see no reason to share details about my past with you, or anybody else. It would help me understand you better. And why would you want that? You know who I am. You know what I do. Well, I'm certain there must be more to you. There is more to me, but none of that needs to be your concern. And what if I wanted to make it my concern? Then I would have to tell you that you're being nosy, dangerously curious, and I would have to remind you that curiosity killed the cat. Whoa, no need to threaten me. Oh, you consider that a threat? Sorry, that's not the impression I wanted to make, Althea. Alright, apology accepted. I usually don't make threats. If people trouble me, I prefer a more permanent solution. But you don't consider saying something like that a threat? No. Do you? Yes. Then I must apologize again. I was only stating the facts. So it's a fact that you usually kill people who annoy you? I'm not a terribly complicated person, Althea. You act, I react. There's not much more you need to know about me. Stop inquiring. Alright then. Your privacy seems to mean a lot to you. Absolutely. Most unpleasant situations in life can be avoided if you don't get too close to people. That's why I always keep my distance from others. Must be difficult at times. Alright, 2 hearts. It is. I often have to make an effort to achieve that, but it's worth it. Yeah? Yeah. You stayed out of trouble, you survive. And that's enough? It's enough for me. I see. I really wish I knew more about Chalassa. I thought we established that I don't like these kinds of conversations, didn't we? Well, that was some time ago. I thought after we now know one another a little better. That still hasn't changed my opinion of these things. Really, Althea, what do you think you'll get from trying to force me into these situations? I don't know. Maybe just a better look at the person you are. I already told you I'm not terribly complicated. You also said that there was more to you than just Chalassa, Master Assassin. And there is, but again, it is none of your concern. Please respect that. Not really asking for any dark secrets, just anything that would help me understand you better. Why would you want that? Well, we are working together, aren't we? Yes, right now we are. So what's wrong with trying to get to know your teammate a little better? The fact that we won't be teammates forever. Well, right now we work together, I give you that. We help one another out, and we both profit from that. But don't make the mistake of considering me your friend. I don't make friends, Althea. I'm not much of a social person. You should have understood that much about me. I have. So why do you keep trying to make nice small talk with me? Because that's how I was raised, Chalassa. My father taught me that I was not alone in the world, and that without getting along with other people, things would be much harder. Your father was a wise man. I hope he still is a wise man. He was still alive when Shhh and I were captured. The problem is that his wisdom probably works well for him, and for you, and for your brother, but not for me. So what's the difference? The difference is that if you make friends with other people, you both profit. If I make friends with other people, everybody suffers. How can you say that? Believe me, Althea, you don't want to be friends with me. All that awaits my friends is sadness and suffering. I've seen it happen. That doesn't sound like happy memories. It isn't. So you're acting like that so that you and others don't get hurt again? Exactly. Disagree with that decision. Sorry, Chalassa, but I don't think that's a very clever decision. What? You've been through bad things, and people you consider your friends suffered, and you too suffered because they were your friends, and you didn't want to see them like that, right? I would prefer it if you didn't bring up the memory of that again. But don't you understand, Chalassa? If you allow your bad memories to stop you from making new friends, then you're missing out on making new memories, happy memories. There is no happiness in being friends with me, Althea. And you know that because it happened before? Yes. So why do you think it's going to happen again? Don't you think things can change? I think that... Yes? I think that I can't change. Then what if you don't need to? What if you can stay exactly who you are, make friends, and things will turn out differently? That would be nice. See? Nice, but it's not going to happen. Not unless you make it happen. So much idealism. Sorry. I suppose that's the one thing I can't change about me. Stay close to me, and it's bound to happen. That's a risk I'm going to have to take. Your choice. Don't say I didn't warn you. Well, that was interesting. Support Chalassa. Well, your sensory journey is a very important task, Jeriel. Not just to you, but to all the other elves of Grand Tree as well. Exactly my point. But have you tried seeing this from Chalassa's perspective? What do you mean? You think your questions are perfectly harmless and just basic knowledge on bloodskins. They are. They are to you, and maybe even to most other people. But if you don't really know anything about bloodskins, how can you be sure your questions aren't terribly offensive to them? Offensive? Trust me on this, Jeriel. If you asked those questions to any other bloodskin but me, you'd have lost at least a few body parts, if not your life. What? But... there are some things in our culture you just don't talk about. Never. Not among ourselves, and definitely not to outsiders. These are private matters that only concern a bloodskin, and nobody else, and asking about these matters is considered more than rude. Are you saying I've been rude to you? Yes. Oh my goodness. Chalassa, I apologize. The last thing I wanted to do was be rude. I never... I know. That's why, despite your questions, I still don't take offense. I just won't answer them. Yes, of course, I understand. This is so embarrassing. Thanks, Althea. Thanks? For taking my side. Doesn't happen that often. It was nothing. I just felt you were right. That doesn't happen that often either. You seem to be quite the lone wolf, Chalassa. Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. Why not tell me a little about what's going on in your mind? I can't seem to be able to convince you that trying to get close to me is a bad idea, can I? No, I suppose not. Then where do you think this should be going? What do you expect from getting to know me better, I don't know. I guess just get to know you better. What if I told you that I was a horrible person? That I was no one you really wanted to know any better than this? Then you wouldn't be telling me anything new. You've been saying the same thing ever since we first met. What else is there? Is there nothing likable about you? You tell me. You seem to be seeing something in me that I'm not, and I can't figure out what that is. Well, then that makes two of us. I also can't figure out what's with you. All I know is that it's making me really curious. I think I told you that curiosity can kill. And I think I'm not a cat. You're right. You're not a cat. You don't have 9 lives, just one. Don't waste it on me. It's not a waste, and even if it were, then that would still be my decision. Then you're still a fool. I'm as much a fool as you're a horrible person. Come on, Chalassa. Don't you have anything nice to say about yourself? I suppose I'd have to kill you to make you stop asking the same questions every time, would I? Or start answering them, at least a little. Alright, I'll answer one question. The one whether there's anything likable about me. That's a start. Actually, there is one likable thing about me. Ooh, what is it? I'm patient. Okay. I mean, seriously patient. With everybody, it is pretty much impossible to actually anger me, or annoy me, or get on my nerves. I'm calm and composed, and perfectly capable of enduring even the most obnoxious people without even batting an eye. And that is good, for I would probably be killing people left and right for nagging me with their endless questions if I wasn't so patient. Is this her idea of a joke? Then I suppose that makes me a lucky cat, doesn't it? Yep, it sure does. And you're right, it is a likable trait. I mean, someone as irritating as me. I'm sure lesser people would have killed me 6 times over by now. More like 20 times over. You're really irritating, you know? What's the most irritating thing about me? Why, pretty much everything. Your stupid optimism, your misplaced idealism, your stubborn belief in good, even though the world proves again and again that good's on a losing streak. Most of all, your curiosity, though I have never met one single person who has been that intent on getting answers. Well, now you have. It's me. Yeah, it is. You're the Grandmaster of Curiosity. I suppose that's the one likable thing about you. Likable? Did I say likable? I meant despicable. Good thing I'm so patient. Yeah, you're right. Your patience sure is something likable about you. But you know what? What? There's something even more likable about you. And that is, you have a sense of humor. Do I? A strange one, but it's there. And actually, it's quite refreshing. Thanks, Althea. Don't worry, I'm not going to tell anybody. You wouldn't want me to. Damn right I wouldn't want you to. If you did, then I'd have to kill you. For real? Nah, just kidding. Good. Maybe. Okay? Alright, that was the first 3 parts. Thanks for watching, and I'll upload the next parts sometime soon.